So the official trailer for Avengers Doomsday just dropped, like 2 hours ago. So we're gonna react to that, and then I'm gonna give some of my initial thoughts on it. And I'm gonna try and keep this relatively short. I don't want it to be a super long video. So let's just do this.
Something's coming. Something we may not be able to return. Before this day is done, we should be faced with an unthinkable decision.
Ooh.
I've fought with many warriors in my time.
Hey.
They were far stronger than all of us put together, and they died. They died facing enemies and threats that scared me far less than this one.
Hey.
Everything that they sacrificed would be for nothing
Oh. Okay.
if we do not stand together. Put aside your petty squabbles.
Whoa, Mystique.
Pursue nothing except this.
Yeah.
If
Magneto.
you will return as brothers and sisters. But mark my words. We're going to need a miracle.
Steve.
Right now.
Ah-ha. What the heck is Infinity Vision? All right. Okay. I mean, we knew Steve was coming back because they had that little teaser back in like December, and it was like Steve Rogers will return in Avengers Doomsday. We know Thor, obviously. It looks like Thor is gonna be like fronting this whole thing. So it looks like we've got like a very classic Doom look. I like the shot now of like the new Avengers Tower, because the new, I guess like the lineup of the Avengers, the unofficial Avengers is it's like the Thunderbolts. So we got God, I can't remember his name. It's David Harbour's character. Literally can't be bothered to remember. But we got John Walker, David Harbour's character, Yelena. I can't quite tell who. I'm assuming this is Bucky behind Ghost. We got the Fantastic Four. We got Scott. We got Sam as Cap, and then Thor looks like, again, like I said, he's gonna be steamrolling this. Like he's gonna be in charge of it. But like the way he's talking about how like he's like fought with heroes who've died facing enemies lesser than this. I assume he's talking of like, you know, like Quicksilver, and then obviously like during the final battle in Avengers Endgame, losing Natasha, and whatnot. But I'm gonna assume that we're gonna get an explanation as to why Hulk's not here, Spidey's not here. I mean, like I know both of them are gonna be in the new Spider-Man Brand New Day movie that's coming out in like just over a week now. I got Shuri and the Wakandans. Looks like they're in. Oh, like everyone's here. So it looks like kind of like what we got in Infinity War, like various different like mashups of teams are going to be going various places to do things. But I like here where he's facing off against Doom. This looks like right here. This looks like the Sanctum Sanctorum, maybe. I like Scott Summers coming back. Looks like Channing Tatum's Gambit is going up against Shang-Chi. Nice to see that he's finally coming back after, I think it's been, what, like 5 years since his movie. It's interesting to see Loki. Granted, I'm not, like, super caught up on a lot of projects. I haven't, I'm not up to date on, like, a lot. I watched, like, the first season of Loki. I haven't watched the second one. I need to. I'm so far behind. I haven't watched Captain America Brave New World. I've watched like clips of Thunderbolts. Obviously, you know, social media being what it is, like a lot of stuff just gets spoiled eventually. It is what it is. So, I mean, we kind of got this in one of the trailers as well a couple months ago of like the Fantastic Four meeting up with the Wakandans. So we got Bucky. I can't remember his name, but he's now the Falcon, and then Ghost, and then I assume this might be John over here. Then we got Reed and Yelena going up against Mystique. I don't know if that's the original actress, but I like how she turns into Yelena, and then they have to face off. I love Ian McKellen's coming back to play Magneto, and Patrick Stewart as Charles. Looks like Johnny and Sue are hugging, so I don't know if this is like some, I don't know what's going on here. We got Sue. I assume Namor is here as well, because like the ocean's like doing weird stuff. We got Sam. I'm glad to see that Sam's coming back. I can't quite tell who this is right here. Maybe that's Shang-Chi. Hold on.
Brothers and sisters.
That's obviously Gambit, but I don't know who that is. Oh, I think that's gotta be Shang-Chi. Scott going off. Namor doing his thing. He's flying. I like this shot here, like Thor going up against Doom, and Doom just stopping it with 2 fingers. I get a better look at the outfit. I mean, it looks very, very classic Doom. But then we get that close up. And so, like, we obviously know RDJ's coming back. He's going to be playing Doom, which I have my opinions on. I'm not like a big fan of it. I think it's just a money thing. I mean, obviously it's the entertainment business, so like everything, it does all revolve around money. However, I think this is just like a cheap cash grab. That's just my personal opinion. It is what it is. There's one other shot. Oh yeah, and then Thor rolling up with Mjolnir. Yeah, Steve, still worthy of Mjolnir. Yeah, Avengers Doomsday, what was that, 12? Yeah, December 18th. So like literally just under 5 months. I mean, I'm granted, I will acknowledge I'm not super caught up on a lot of Marvel projects. I don't know the full story, but just from everything that I've watched and everything that I know, this just doesn't feel cohesive enough. Like, it just feels like, oh, you guys like the Avengers, right? Here, have an Avengers movie after, 7.5, almost 8 years of not having one. It just doesn't feel like anything has been like leading up to this, and I know they had to like pivot from the Kang storyline because of the whole drama with Jonathan Majors, but at least that there were like some things that were like kind of pointing to it. Like we had it in Ant-Man 3, regardless of how you felt about Ant-Man Quantumania. I don't hate it, I don't love it, but at least like that was a thing that was like going to be leading up to like Kang being like the next big bad threat. And then obviously we had Loki TV series. Like, I don't know, like this just doesn't have like this, for me personally, I just don't feel the same hype for Doomsday as I did things like Infinity War, Endgame, like, or really any of the other Avengers films. Like this just doesn't feel like there's enough build up and cohesion to it. Like all the storylines don't really seem to like be converging inevitably towards this one spot, versus like Infinity War, like even some of like the more filler movies, they still contributed to that overall story. Like, say what you will about the first two Thor movies, the first one at least sets up his character. He goes on that journey of being this arrogant prince to like an actual hero and everything. And then the second one, like, again, it's tying directly into the whole Infinity Stone thing of having it be the ether. Turns out it's the reality stone, yada yada yada. Like all those movies leading up to Infinity War, like, we're starting to converge. Like you could see like, oh, we're like, this is where we're headed, versus with this it's like, I don't know, I just feel like there isn't much. This just feels kind of like a desperate throw, just like a desperate Hail Mary. And I think it was reported, I don't know if this is actually true, I'm not saying it is one way or another, but I saw something and it was like, this is going to have the highest budget of any movie, and it's got $1 billion budget, and that just is insane, in my opinion. But I don't know if that's true or not. If it is, then this might just be me like being hyperbolic, but like that will probably build into the hype of like, this movie has to have, like, the expectations for this movie are going to be high because of that. Granted, a lot of that budget could and probably will be part of like salaries and stuff for the actors, because I mean RDJ was making bank when he was in the MCU, and then obviously you've got absolute powerhouses like Ian McKellen and Patrick Stewart coming back, so I mean that's probably part of it. Overall, I'm still kind of unsure if I actually want to go see this in theaters. I'm sure there's going to be moments that are like theater worthy, but I think me personally, I'm not really feeling it. I think maybe as we get closer, I might change my mind. I might still wait. I'd be willing to bet that, you know, this movie comes out in December and it's on streaming Disney Plus within like probably by March of 2027. But those are just my initial thoughts. Feel free to let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Just be respectful. That's all I ask. Like, of course, like, please disagree with me if you feel strongly one way or another about something. If you disagree with what I said, just, you know, don't be rude. But that's all I've got for you guys today. I'm sure there's gonna be more news coming out in the next couple days, especially with Comic-Con. Literally, I think it starts on the 23rd and it's the 20th right now, so we got like 3 days till Comic-Con starts. I don't remember seeing if Marvel's doing a panel. I assume they are, because, you know, it's Comic-Con, but it's also Doomsday is like right around the corner. But we also have Spider-Man Brand New Day coming out in like a week. So yeah, those are my thoughts. I don't really have anything else to say. I'll keep you guys updated if more stuff comes out and if I make more content. But I hope you guys have a great day. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, share, subscribe. That'd be pretty awesome. We finally hit over 400 subscribers. So yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.